Gen Z protesters clashed outside the Nepal Army headquarters this afternoon on the issue of negotiations with the army and the road ahead for Nepal. One group recommended that Sushila Karki, former Chief Justice of Nepal, represent them in these negotiations and be their face. This was the decision taken apparently on the basis of a poll that was conducted on a social media platform. However, another group of protesters remained opposed to it and wanted Kulman Singh, former chief of Nepal Electricity Authority, Kulman Singh, he's seen as the can-do man of Nepal, the man who freed Nepal from an endless cycle of 18-hour-long daily power cuts. And then there is the question of Balin Shah, who's suddenly taken a backseat. India today has the biggest team of reporters on ground zero, getting you a 360-degree perspective on all the latest news and analysis. But first, they get us this report.
Clashes at the gates of the Nepal Army headquarters. Gen Z supporters turning on each other. The same youth who brought down a government now brawl among themselves in the middle of the road. Inside the army compound, talks are on. Under heavy protection, former Chief Justice Sushila Karki and activist Durga Prasai were escorted inside. Other youth leaders stopped at the gate. This after Gen Z delegates in the army sat across the table for 2 hours on Wednesday. While speaking to the media, Gen Z delegation leader Gurung broke down. Gen Z is trying to choose its face online. Justice Sushila Karki leads the polls. Another faction backs Kulman Singh, an engineer who is credited with solving Nepal's power crisis.
Right now, the first thing is the interim government. The second thing is dissolving the current parliament. And the third thing is maintaining law and order in the country. These are the things, three things that we are looking forward for now.
Nepal's president has appealed for calm, writing that he is working within the constitution to protect democracy and ensure peace. An uneasy calm remains on the ground. Government offices lie in ruins and curfew remains in place.
बाकायदा जो मुख्यमंत्री तथा मंत्रियों के परिषद का ये कार्यालय है, अगर आप देखें तो ये जो कार्यालय है ये आपको इस वक्त दिखाई देगा। ये तमाम जो सरकारी ऑफिस हैं इन्हें फूंका गया है। पूरे शहर में इस तरीके से कोई भी दफ्तर नहीं बचा है जो कि नहीं जिसे जलाया गया हो।
In Ramachhap, the army opened fire after a jailbreak. 2 prisoners dead, 10 more shot in the clash. Security is tight at the India-Nepal border, with only oil tankers being allowed to cross into India.
स्थिति काबू में होने के संकेत मिल रहे हैं, इस वजह से कुछ हद तक इन ट्रक्स को अलाउ किया जा रहा है। आप देख सकते हैं कि जो सारे ट्रक्स है ये नेपाल के नंबर प्लेट्स है और ये नेपाल के जो ट्रक है 3 दिनों से इसी जगह पर खड़ी थी और आखिरकार सूत्रों के मुताबिक ये खबर मिली है कि दूसरे छोर पर नेपाल सेना पहुंची है और नेपाल पुलिस भी मौजूद है। इस वजह से यहाँ पर कुछ हद तक स्थिति काबू, इसलिए ट्रकों को छोड़ा जा रहा है।
From arson to aftershocks, Nepal is scarred but still searching for peace. The big question remains, will Gen Z be able to reach a consensus on who they want to lead the nation? And will that finally ensure normalcy in Nepal? With Tapas Sen Gupta and Amit Bhardwaj in Nepal, Bureau Report, India Today.